What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in. Matter of fact, y'all already in. I know we got a celebrity on here tonight, but I mean, y'all are already flooding the gates. Come on in, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Y'all must know it's going to be an awesome show today. What's going on, everybody? I am your favorite kingdom influencer, J.R. Reynolds of Eagle Vision Productions. You stopped by to watch the conversation. And look, what we do here at the conversation is we give a platform for artists, singers, pastors, anybody with a word, anybody with a word and something they want to say or something they have to get out. We want to give you a platform to showcase whatever it is that you have to talk about, something positive. It's so much drama and so much mess going on. We want to bring awareness. We want to bring awareness to cancer. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We have Miss Andrea Mack. Oh my gosh, she's one of my great friends, and I cannot wait to talk to her today about this month and why it is so special to her. But before we do that, just want to talk about a little bit what we have going on here tonight, or what we have going on at the conversation. We want you to be our guest. Simple as that. If you have something positive going on, we want you to come and just join us. We would love to have you. Would love to have you. Y'all know what September 29th is, right? My new single, God's Plan, is coming out, and I cannot wait. I'm super excited. So we got 8 more days. Make sure you all go ahead and pre-order. Tonight is going to be an awesome night. We want y'all to get in on the conversations. The conversation. We already see Johanna Johnson in. We already see Jean Turner in. Come on in, and tell somebody else. So we got Miss Andrea Mack joining us tonight. So without further ado, we're going to bring on my special friend. What's going on, sis?
Hey, good to be here.
Come on, yes. Thank you so much. Look, I said the word must be. This must be something important to bring you to the forefront, because you know you be in the back, you be chilling, you like, look, but you say, no, JR, I need to talk about this. So we're going to talk about it tonight, okay?
Absolutely. You're right, because this was a push. Before I knew it, I was sending you the text and asking, and I'm like, did I really just do that?
Come on, right? Exactly. That is so funny. That is so funny. So, y'all, we're going to talk about who her son is. He is no stranger to Eagle Vision Productions. Y'all know he is Mr. Joshua Mack. I mean, the singer extraordinaire, the actor extraordinaire, and just an awesome young man of God. Y'all, I met him in church serving. He was serving when I met him, and he's still serving. He's been in movies and plays, and he sang the national anthem for baseball games, but he is still serving. And that's really what this is all about. When you're called to do something, you serve. But we're going to talk about that all a little later. But before we do that, Miss Mack, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Yeah. You thought I was going to pass you? Come on now. Come on. Y'all, this is
okay.
It is time for the Eagle Vision Picture Game. Everybody, what this simply is, exactly. Just went down her timeline and just picked a few pictures. Just want her to tell us what these pictures mean to her. Okay, you ready for it?
Maybe.
All right, exactly. Maybe. Here's the first one.
Oh, wow. That was at a Curing Cancer event. And oh my gosh, you brought me up. I'm blanking out. He is famous. I'm blanking out on his name, but he was famous in the sports world.
Oh, okay.
Other people looking at him will know it. I
Right.
Drew a blank, but that was a large gala that we did as a fundraiser with a group called Curing Kids Cancer.
Wow. Awesome. We're going to get more into curing kids cancer later on, okay? So That is so awesome. 3 more pictures.
Oh, okay. That is our elder, Courtney Vance. He is an elder at the Church of God in Christ in West Los Angeles, and an actor, and married to the very awesome Angela Bassett. And I got to meet him on set with Josh.
Wow, that is what's up. Y'all know him. Y'all know him. Seriously, so that is what's up. And Leanne said, some of my favorite people. What's going on, Leanne? We love you so much. The loving Leanne. Right. Okay, 2 more. You're doing good. You're doing great.
Oh, like, what next? Okay. Oh, that's my baby sister. And a lot of people say we look so much alike, but she lives here in Georgia, and about an hour away. But that is my baby. Love her dearly.
Hey, hey, and shout out to her. Look, I
Today's
know
her
she's
anniversary. Today
what? Happy
is her
anniversary.
12 years married. Yep.
Yes. And I mean, they show up. They've been pretty much at every event that I've had for, not for Josh, but they show up. So shout out to them.
Wow, they've loved everything. Play, word on the street, everything.
Right. Yes. That is what's up. Love them so much. Last picture.
Wow. That was at a Braves game, as you can see, before Josh lost the box.
Come on now. Right. Right. That is funny. He had that box for a minute. And I didn't even like me whenever I cut my hair, I don't know what style is going to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So that's a reason I'm like,
He had to cut it for the movie, for the film. Well, he actually cut it twice for an independent film, and then for the Lovecraft Country episode. It was set in the 50s, so there was no box allowed. And
whoa.
after he got it cut, he liked it.
Oh my goodness. That is what's up. That's awesome. See, so you didn't do too bad. Welcome to the Eagle Vision Squad. Welcome to the family.
And it feels like family.
Exactly. Yes. So we are going to get into it again. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Everybody, we are talking to Miss Andrea Mack, one of my good friends, and she is an advocate, y'all, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we do, just tell us a little bit about who Miss Mack is, who Miss Andrea Mack is.
Okay, well, I am, as you've already said, I'm first of all a lover of God, a God seeker. He is the center and the core of my very existence. Without him, I would not be here. So sorry, y'all. Have to get that out. I am married to a wonderful gentleman named Rick, and I have an awesome son that you all have heard about. He is still a typical teen, but an awesome young man. I've originally from Ohio, and I've been here in Georgia for about 7 years now. So
Wow.
I am a transplant. Getting used to this Southern life, a Midwest girl in the Southern life. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan in that game yesterday.
Ooh, I see that. Right. Okay. I like the Cowboys, so I can't even be mad.
Oh yeah, I'm a sports girl. Don't let the looks fool you. I'm good with a saw and a hammer and a screwdriver, and I like my sports.
So you need to be helping us build a set. What? Oh my God, you know I'll be struggling.
Yeah, I've done that before. I did it for Josh's play.
What? Oh my, see, now how you gonna be okay, look, you know I had you to work, right? Exactly. See, stir up the gift in the name of Jesus. So that is so funny. So you are a youth director. Let's talk a little bit about you being a youth director. But before we do that, do you remember how we met? Do you remember like when we met? Kind of, I know how we met, but when?
Well, see, I always go back to when you sang the solo at church, one of my favorite songs.
Lord, Isaac Curry.
Yes,
Lord.
in the middle.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, I got a chance to go up and tell you how much I enjoy your song. Now, fast forward, I'm like, where was our next real interaction? Was at Natalie's play.
Mm-hmm.
Is when I felt like I got the most chance to talk to you. And whenever I tell Joshua's story or he tells his story, you all are first and foremost in it. You, Natalie, and Miss Lauren and Hot.
Okay, got it. Wow.
But yeah, so I don't know. Am I missing a page from our story?
That's it. But I think we first, like, we met, of course, at church. But I think when I first remember you all is we used to have we had Bible study, but we used to have dinner before Bible study. Did y'all ever come to the dinners?
Yeah, we did.
That's how I think I remember seeing y'all, because I used to come. Y'all know I'd be faithful, you know. But so I used to come, to dinner, and I used to just remember we both had started going to Greater at that time. Yeah. So I was new.
You were new too.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Yes, ma'am. And then I remember us speaking at when we exchanged and Natalie introduced us at, I can't remember the name of the place, but I had my play there too. The art
place, and it was Shop talk.
Shop talk. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am. So that's that. That is so awesome. So let's talk about you being a youth leader. How did that happen? What is that? Yeah, let's talk about it.
So for me, that's been something that started a long, long time ago. I mean, I was actually 16 years old in my home church in Ohio, and I started teaching like the little people, like the little kindergarten class. I was supposed to be a helper, and the next thing I know, the lady left and left me with the class.
What?
And I served in that capacity with the children for like forever until probably until I got married and moved. I was like that. I worked with the children. Then when we moved, we relocated to an area called Hamilton, Ohio. Then my husband and I both ministered there in the children's church.
What?
We got to Greater, and I was like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm gonna sit
Right.
down and
Right.
chill because I'm tired, right? And of course, I had to get my child involved and stuff. And as I was getting him involved, I found myself saying, well, if you need some help, if you need me to do this, you need to do that. And then from there, we ended up becoming a part of the team. And then the major move when Pastor brought us into the office because our current youth pastor, wonderful person, started a family. He goes, oh, I just think you two should be next.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And my first reaction was, why? And then God kind of tapped me on the shoulder and said, why not?
Come on.
Why not, y'all? You've been working in the field, you've been
Mm,
faithful to the youth, so why not? And so here we are.
wow.
I'm just passionate. I mean, when you hang out with young people, it keeps you young. I'm excited. I mean, like watching you develop at your age is exciting. And then to watch somebody go from like your little nephew's age on up and
Wow.
see them blossom, to see them find their way in God and their way in life.
Wow.
It's a blessing to be a part of that. I wake up literally every day thinking about what can I do for these young people.
Wow, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. And it really takes a great person, to love youth. Like seriously.
Patience.
Patience, yes. And let me tell you, and I'm not, I work for Hot Theater for Children, but
Yeah.
youth is not my passion. A lot of people think what I'm saying, that's not my passion. You know what I'm saying? Like Lauren,
Right.
I'm like, wow, that's her passion. But you won't see me going to the youth department. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? but people want to put me there all the time because I'm young, but that is not where I
But you came and spoke to our young people and did a phenomenal job. I mean, because you talked about what was passionate to you, and it translated, and they had a ball. I mean,
wow.
it was awesome. Like, so don't think we might not
Okay.
have you back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm like, okay, I don't know if you think I'm cool. I know my nephew love me. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm cool to him. But youth can be tricky. Youth can be definitely tricky.
They can, but you have an excitement and exuberance, and you have something to share.
Okay,
That is the key.
I love it.
Yeah, you don't have to be turned loose with them 24/7, but you have an ability. So,
Okay, cool. So what has been, I guess, and not even not to say where you're at now, but what are some of the challenges you see working with our youth? Are there any challenges?
um, well, naturally, yes, because first of all, you just see so many things. We coming up always had issues, but not at the level. I guess because they have such an instant access to everything that's going on, we were shielded.
Yeah.
Um, but if there's a school shooting or there's a bombing or the president does something crazy, they have immediate knowledge. And so what I find is that the level of stress and worry and concern that they carry, I've had to adjust because we spent some time just talking about that, and we were amazed at how many of them reported feeling really stressed out. School stresses them out. Life stresses them out. And the first response is like, yeah, you're 15 years old. What do you have to be stressed
Right.
out about? You ain't got no job. You don't have this. You don't have that. But they are really feeling a level of stress. If you talk to Caden, he
Yes.
will probably tell you, I'm stressed out. And you think they don't know what they mean, but it's real. So it's that. And then for me, as I'm a little old school, is you find that parents aren't always as committed about getting their children to church.
Wow. Oh,
It becomes optional.
ooh.
If you want to go, you can go. If you don't, you don't have to. And I don't get that when somebody's really young.
Come on.
I was grown in my mama's house and I still had to get up and go. It was kind of like, if you're in this house, you go.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
that poses a challenge sometimes when you have youth that are kind of like in and out, up and down, and they don't really have to commit.
Wow, that is so good. And I want to stick on to, I mean, how do you feel about, okay, the children, they go to church, but when they go to church, they're in their electronics. They're not paying attention. Does that matter?
That matters to me. I watched a parent like literally, and at certain age, I get it.
Okay.
But these children were a little old, in my opinion, to totally put on the headbuds and plug into a game during Sunday service.
Wow, that is crazy. Hey, Janine, I thank you so much. Thank you so much for getting on. So look. So what are some rewarding things? Look, we talk about the negative and the drama, but what have been some rewarding things of being a youth leader?
I think kind of the greatest reward is when you see them respond to something you presented.
Wow.
For example, we had a really neat topic just this past week, and we talked about music is the soundtrack of your life. So, I pulled out some stuff on them that they probably didn't think, Sister Mack had heard or seen. But what was amazing, what I like to hear is that when I brought up some of the music, they said, no, that's not it. As a youth who is trying to represent Christ, I can't do it.
Wow.
That's the wrong kind of music. And it was a wonderful conversation. And I think what was exciting and refreshing to me is that they recognized what wasn't good. What kind of musical diet was not good for their life. And then some of them saying, and I need to take a look at it.
Wow.
I need to rethink it. So when you kind of get a breakthrough, that's cool. And then for me, just their energy and just feeding off of them, seeing them, when they're excited, when they accomplish something great, you know.
Wow, this is awesome. That is so true. That is so true. Because like we was talking about my nephew, and he has that pad, and sometimes there's some stuff people like, oh nope, can't listen to that. It's because what we're putting into them. So that is very rewarding to see. When the child is like, no, they might listen to it. They might not listen to it around you, but you know what I'm saying. They know. You know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I mean, my own child and I have had some interesting conversations, and he's like, well, some of it is art and it's self-expression.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
don't bring a woman in my house who expresses herself that way.
Come on now. Right, exactly. Exactly. Wow. So this is good. So we're going to kind of go into our next topic a little bit. We were speaking about Josh Mack. So let's talk about this month. Can you tell us a little bit about what this month is? And you are an advocate. So let's talk about what a pediatric advocate is. Let's talk about that. That's right.
Big words. You can say childhood if that's better.
Right. I've been practicing that word all day. I'm like, Lord Jesus, please let me get it right. Okay.
Childhood works too.
Okay, cool. But look, you a challenge.
Okay. But September, I get really, really excited about the month of September. I put out kind of a statement earlier in one of my Facebook posts and said, how many of you all really knew that September was Childhood Cancer Awareness Month? And the majority of people don't. And this is in no way to say anything untowards the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but if I held up a pink ribbon, you would immediately know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Um, and so, what we're trying to do is get that same kind of sense, that same kind of feeling around the gold ribbon, around this month, because what the pink ribbon did for breast cancer awareness, more people are living, there are better treatments, they are doing such a good job. And I support October. When October comes, I'll put my pink out too. But we want to have that same kind of sense or feeling around Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, September, going gold. And it's not, I think some people shy away because they think it's a real sad time, but it's also a time of celebration because we're celebrating survivors. I
Wow.
live with a survivor,
Wow.
you
Wow.
know? So it's a combination of children who survive, celebrating the angels that have gone on, and advocating for a better way, cures. We have children that are dying every moment because
Wow.
we still got to figure out a better cure.
Wow, wow, this is wow. And only reason I did know that because you have been on my page for a while. And I
Right.
think sometimes we're not aware of it because sometimes it doesn't hit home. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's a child that we know,
Yeah.
we're worried about it or somebody we know. But yes, I did become aware of it once you started posting. So you
Mhm.
said that you have a survivor in your home. You mean to tell me and Jean, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. She said she knew about it, and she said you are so right. You're so right. So Josh Mack, this wonderful singer, this wonderful young man, this actor, he's a cancer survivor.
Cancer survivors, 7 years old.
Wow,
We received the words that no parent wants to hear. That your child has cancer.
wow.
Yeah, I had planned the big eighth birthday party, and we spent it in a hospital.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. So, yeah, you can tell us. Yeah, just go. You can go right in. Just tell us how that went for you.
Um, I mean, so I can say too, that God's hand was on him because he was way stronger than we were. I remember when we finally got the diagnosis and we called him, he was in the playroom. And so we said, we got to bring him in and explain to him what's going on. He comes in, we sit him down, and he said, we said, well, Josh, we got to let you know that what you have going on is cancer and it's going to be tough and we're going to be in the hospital for a long time. And he looks at us and he says, y'all could have told me that in the playroom or later.
Oh my gosh.
And then he said, don't worry because God has me.
Oh,
So we were like, okay. And he took that same kind of attitude throughout the treatment. I mean, he had rough days, but the nurses and the doctors, they loved him because of his upbeat spirit. And what takes the children's hair away is the chemotherapy. A lot of people think the cancer does it, but it's the chemo. And he told us, he said, I'm not losing all my hair. And so, do you know he never lost it all?
oh my goodness.
He lost patches. So, we, of course, had to cut it down very, very low, but he never, ever lost every single hair on his head.
Wow.
Um, so, yeah, so his attitude and the way that God used him through the whole thing kind of helped us keep it together because it was
Wow.
really, it's tough. There's a saying that goes when somebody in your household has cancer, it's like you all have it, and I think you can relate.
Yes, 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 yes.
So,
Wow.
um, but yeah, we were in the hospital for a month and a half. You know, just having ups and downs with his kind of cancer. It is a 3.5 year process. They have to stay in treatment. There are some cancers where the children can be treated, they go into remission and they're good. But with the leukemia, it's such an aggressive disease. 3.5 long years, they're getting poked and prodded and taking pills and the whole 9 yards.
Wow, wow, wow. So is this why you're so passionate about it? Like, were you passionate before, or is this what kind of brought it out?
That, of course, brought it out. I would go in the store, how you see the little boxes and they want you to put in the money. I would do it, but it didn't. And then somebody even told me, oh, that might be a hoax. And I was like, no, I found out real quickly that it was very real. What people have to know is that cancer is one of the number one killer of children under the age of 14. And then every 3 minutes, there's somebody getting a diagnosis. So, yes.
Wow.
What the awareness does is a couple of things. The ways that it helps is, for example, most of the drugs they use on the children are adult drugs, and they just take it down to a level where they can use it on the children. So some of the research is just to get better treatment so it's not so hard on their bodies.
Wow. Wow.
Some of it is to, help the family, because we were just really blessed. But the first time I ever saw a bill come through for just a couple days was over $5,000. You find that there's need. So the organizations we support help with research. They help families in trouble, and they help find cures, because there are children whose some of their cancer cannot be cured.
Wow.
What made me passionate was meeting, I've got moms that I personally know that cannot hug their babies. They're gone on to be with the Lord. There was nothing else they could do. So until we get a cure for every cancer for children out there, I'm gonna keep on talking.
Yes, keep on talking.
Keep on talking. I'm gonna keep on putting the word out there. And hope that one day it will be just as critical. A lot of the sports teams are getting involved in it. As you saw with the Atlanta Braves, they let Josh sing the national anthem.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And they do a really nice job when we're not in a pandemic. They usually have children and families in to the game for free and really celebrate.
Wow.
So they did what they could this year.
That is awesome. Jean says she's been looking for a guest to join her in the chat room to discuss this topic.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, I'm definitely going to have to connect you all. And Jean, I know you came to my play God's Plan. So Joshua Mack is actually the young man who sang the song in my play. So this is who we're talking about, and that's why she's so passionate. It hit home. So how are some well, first of all, before we do that, thank you so much for Janine. She said, yes, keep playing, spreading the word. And she saw Josh singing the Braves. That is what's up. He's doing it. He is doing it. And we saw him on Minecraft too, right? Is that
Lovecraft? Yeah. That's a crazy show, but yes.
Oh my goodness, it was. I'm like, oh my goodness. So what are some ways that we can give? How can we give? I know that you're collecting, I don't want to say funds for this month. So what are some ways we can give? Some different, because we were talking earlier, and can I say, am I allowed to say the name of the organization?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so earlier I was saying, so should we give to St. Jude, and you kind of schooled me. You said St. Jude is not the only way that we can give. So tell us that we can give.
And St. Jude is wonderful. Don't get me wrong, because they are a hospital that does the hard work. They take in children, and they can do them. But for example, Haley Bankhead Foundation, near and dear to my heart. Haley, I met her and her mom at a camp for families whose children had cancer. And she, out of her situation, created a foundation. So if you go on Instagram, it is literally Haley, Hailey, Bankhead Foundation. Love for y'all to give to them. They give to the Children's Hospital of Atlanta. They go to the oncology ward and do things there. And then Cure Childhood Cancer, that's who we're fundraising for right now. So when y'all see Josh's face and the link, like I said, just give me a little bit of your lunch money. It doesn't have to be much.
Yes. Yes, yes.
We raise funds for them every year. They supported us when we were going into the hospital. They gave us like food, they gave us like little travel bag. People don't even realize that's even a deeper part of the story is what the families go through. And
Yes.
then finally, there's one called Curing Kids Cancer, and we support them. So, and there's others, one called Rally. I could go on, but there are others locally right here that
Wow.
people can do stuff for if you want to volunteer at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. It's hard now, but if you call them up, they're looking for people to do things there too. And
Wow.
if you just tell somebody else that September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, you've done a lot. Even if you never give a penny, if you just tell somebody else what this month represents, it'll help us.
That is so good. So this has been so awesome. Thank you so much for getting on. We're not done yet. We're definitely not done yet because I want you just to speak a word before we get off. But going through this, I mean, this had to have been one of the hardest or toughest times, in you all's family's life. What was like? How did you survive? Like, how did you make it? Like, seriously.
Seriously, it would there. I know it was nothing but my faith. Um, my husband and I being able to, come together and rely on one another. Um, you know, crying Midian nights. you know, I can remember when he was first diagnosed, I told the Lord, if you could just give it to me,
Oh my
I would rather.
gosh. Yeah.
Let me up. I'm trying not to get emotional.
Come on now.
Um,
Yes. Yes.
but so yeah, my faith. We had people. I think what was probably so astounding was strangers that came to our aid. People from his school. It was amazing that people that just really actually people that weren't as close to us did the most. And I'm not throwing any shade, but it taught me how to give and how to step up to the plate because I realized what we do is we go, I'm here if you need me, but I didn't have to say a word. The school teachers were bringing us in food, calling us, what was Josh like to have tonight to eat? And
Wow.
they brought it.
Wow.
Um, just just that kind of support, the prayers of people made a difference. And sometimes people say, "Oh, you're so strong," and I was like, "No, y'all don't know the days I was just a puddle in a mess."
And I could never see that. I'm with you. I'm like, you're so strong, because I know, oh my goodness. Woo.
Ooh, yeah,
But God, but God, but God.
God. And then there's great people like y'all that come into our lives and just bring the sunshine, and you know
Goodness. Y'all have
that's what took me through. Yeah.
good. That is good. So how is Josh today? I know we've been talking about everything he got going on. He's a survivor. He is a survivor.
Yes, he's doing well. That's the other thing that on the other side of treatment, there's sometimes some little things that you have to deal with, but we take that.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Okay. That makes
and
sense.
go to whatever specialist or doctor we need to go to and get it handled. As long as we can stay away from cancer. And
Yeah.
so at
Yeah.
this point, he reached the 5-year mark
Come
where
on.
they say, y'all can really exhale.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I know that because my mom was going through it. We're like, thank you, Lord. Yes. Okay.
right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So you know that feeling when they finally are kind of like, y'all can just exhale. You
Yes.
can be good. And he is. So God is really good, and he's been a blessing in my life.
That is
So
awesome.
sincerely.
Miss Jean says she can relate. She's a cancer conqueror.
Conqueror. I
Yes,
love
oh,
that.
yes, the whole family goes through it. So yes, that is
Yes.
so true, so true, so true. Miss Mack, again, tell everybody how they can find you and some different places they can sow and give. And if there's anybody out there that has any questions for Miss Mack, we'll open it up now. If you want to just show some love, we can do that now. But just tell them what they can give, and then also just close us out and just whatever God is saying on your heart at this moment. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if they want to go to my Facebook page, is where I've been placing all the links. My Facebook is just, oh my gosh. Well, let me give you my Instagram is KatieBug1913. It's a little weird story behind it, but anyway, that's my Instagram. Facebook, I never say it to
Andrea
anybody.
Rice Mack.
Andrea Rice Mack. I was going to say it's simple. My full name. You can find me there. I usually put all my anything that I want to have that you can link to is there, and I will place tonight a little bit later. I will place on there the links to all the organizations that I talked about: Haley Bankhead Foundation, Cure Childhood Cancer, and Curing Kids Cancer. Also, I had a gold ribbon out there. So if you're a Facebook person, if you just take that gold ribbon and put it on your page, that is wonderful. It creates awareness. Um, and just to kind of close out the night, I have to say that how I know he probably doesn't want me to do this, but I have to say how much I appreciate and love Richard J.R. Reynolds. He is a young man with a heart for God, and he is doing some awesome stuff. So y'all continue to support him and love on him. Follow his works because he's got some good stuff going on. And I know God has a plan. On the 29th, we're going to get that song. But I want to tell everybody out there just to stay encouraged. And I have to say that if you don't know God, get to know God. I'm not going to promise you that every day is going to be rosy because I never thought that the wheels would come off my life and my son would be having cancer. But in the midst of it all, he was there for me. And so I have to give you that. I love you all and just appreciate this opportunity to talk to you tonight.
Yes, God has been right there. Miss Jean said again, what is your Instagram name?
KatieBug 19 KATYBUG 1913.
Wow.
That was my daddy's nickname for me was Katiebug.
Oh, that is so cute. Right, right, right. Wow, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for stepping out of your comfort zone. Getting the word out. Gold month is Childhood Cancer Month, correct? Gold
Yes,
month.
sir. There's
September.
still days left.
Yes, still September. So I'm going to go to your page. I'm going to get that gold. And as soon as you put those links up, I'm going to share it. And I am going to donate tonight. I will make sure that I donate tonight. All right. And so y'all stand with me. It could simply be, it could easily be your child. It could be easily your child. It could be you needing those funds or you needing the food bags or whatever. It could be your family. So let's step up to the plate and let's give something. Let's give something. All right, Miss Mack, thank you so much for joining me. All right, I love you. No problem. Tell Mr. Mack and Mr. Mack Josh I said hello, okay?
I sure will. Thank you. Thanks all for coming in tonight.
All right, good night. All right, everybody. That is my sister, one of my good friends, Mrs. Andrea Rice Mack. You can find her on Facebook or on Instagram. She is doing a great work in the kingdom, in God's kingdom. She's a youth leader and she is a child cancer advocate. So we want to make sure we are sowing and supporting a great woman of God. I love y'all so much. We are going to jump off. Tomorrow I will not be on, but I may still stream it. I'll be interviewing with Bobby and Renee Peoples. And then on Wednesday, we will be back with my good friend, Mrs. Jean Turner. She's an author. She's a motivational speaker. She's a cancer survivor, and she has so much great stuff to talk about on Wednesday. So we're going to end out the week with a bang. If you want to be a guest on the show, if you have something you want to showcase and you want the world to hear it, please DM me and I will send you the link and you can schedule it. Also, y'all know September 29th is not only Childhood Cancer Month, but it is September 29th my new single, God's Plan, is coming out. So y'all, make sure y'all go and purchase on September 29th. We're going into the billboard. So let's make sure we do that and support. God has a plan, no matter what it looks like, no matter how it feels. God has a plan for our life. I want to shout out everybody I was working with on yesterday. My friend Leanne Foster, the loving Leanne. We actually had a show that aired today. So I was like, how can I be at two places at once? But it already was a pre-show. And so that aired tonight at 7. And then on yesterday, I also had a little photo shoot. Y'all get my little photo shoot on. And then also we ended the night. I am co-hosting with my other good friend, Angela Foxworth of Experience Radio. I'll be co-hosting their award show. So that comes on this Sunday. And we already taped it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fire. It's going to be lit. It's going to be funny. We're just going to have a good time. So just make sure you stay connected to everything that we're doing. If you're a singer, if you're a pastor, if you have something you want to talk about, we would love to have you as a guest. Until tomorrow, I am J.R. Reynolds, your favorite kingdom influencer. I love y'all so much, and there's nothing you can do about it. Peace.